Hello. Oh,
Oh,
wait.
hey.
There we go. Got these setups all wrong. Hey, how's it going? Episode 76. I can't believe we got here just like this. You were never really a honey boy. Hello, welcome to
You
Side by
were
Side
never
Movies.
really honey boy. I like that. Welcome. Here we are, 76.
I know, dude, we're getting close. We're creeping up to 100.
Man,
2017 rated R. Yeah, dude, we're gonna get there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get there.
I'm trying to see if we. I mean, can we do it? Can we do it by the end of the year?
That would be. Let's see.
No, I mean you're gonna miss some episodes.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss some. Let's see. From November to December, we have 8 weeks, so that's 8 episodes. Nah, I don't think it's doable. Even if we went, we'd have to do multiple episodes a week.
Yeah, we'd have to go like old school when we were all just stuck at home, and you and I would be like, we're gonna just watch movies.
We're just gonna, it would have to be, and knock on wood, it would have to be the pandemic 2.0.
Dude, you better
for
stop.
that.
You better just stop.
No, don't worry. I have wood. I've knocked on it. We're good.
You know what? That's it. This is just side on its own. Hello, welcome. We're not gonna bring that bad juju into this thing.
But you know what's funny? If it does go down, you heard it here first.
Oh yeah. Let's pave that one. I don't really want to be dubbed that guy.
We'll go viral after that.
Yeah. Oh, it'll be viral for sure. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Side by Side Movies, the show where two friends watch two movies and they have too much fun talking about two movies. I'm your host, CJ Robles.
And I'm Ben Garrett. Good to see you. Glad to have you. Cheers.
Cheers. This one was, I had this one, I don't know what happened. It had no fizz. It was supposed to be a club soda, but it was just water. So I just drank it like normal water. So, yeah, the dilemmas.
That's what we do here on Side by Side. We improvise.
Improv. You know? That's how we got here, because of improv.
Yep.
That helped us out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Yes, and.
Yes, and.
Oh, yeah. No, just Ben and I, we.
Sorry, I got entranced into the movie of the week, Honey Boy. It was the opening scene where he's getting yanked back, and I was like, "Is that Shia LaBeouf helping him? Like, is his dad in this scene?" Well, and that was not the case. It was just somebody who looks a lot like Shia LaBeouf in that scene.
Well, the no. If you read the trivia, it's the account of from the Shia LaBeouf has a lot of movies where he says no a lot, and that was like he does it all the Transformer movies, and he's did it like in other movies. So that's a play. That's his own thing. Let's jump into these movies. So we're gonna do the two movies we're talking about. The first one is You Were Never Really Here, 2017, rated R, 1 hour 29 minutes. Crime drama. A traumatized veteran, unafraid of violence, tracks down missing girls for a living. When a job spins out of control, Joe's nightmares overtake him as a conspiracy is uncovered, leading to what could be his death trip or his awakening. Director Lynn Ramsey, writers Lynn Ramsey and Jonathan Ames, stars Joaquin Phoenix, Judith Roberts, and Ekaterina Samsonov. And we're watching that with Honey Boy. Hold on, I'm on the wrong spot here. This is a 2019 movie, rated R, 1 hour 34 minutes. It's a drama. A young actor's stormy childhood and early adult years as he struggles to reconcile with his father and deal with his mental health. Director Alma Harel, writers Shia LaBeouf, stars Shia LaBeouf, Lucas Hodges, and Noah Jupe. So I'm watching Honey Boy. You're watching Honey Boy, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, just started.
Okay, so I think this one's gonna be a heavy Honey Boy, but not to say that You Were Really Never Here is not a good movie. It is a rough.
Was it really here?
Dude, it's rough. It's a rough movie, dude.
Both of these movies are very disorienting. It's very much a chaotic movie, both of them, and you feel that throughout the entire movie. The scenes are jarring, like it's not. They aren't like soft, get you through the movie scenes. Like everything has Everything has something.
Like a
Every shot
purpose,
has
yeah.
something there.
It,
Yeah,
it, it has.
and and I think that's why these movies are so tight. You know, an hour and a half each, right at it. Um, so they don't waste any time, really. And honestly, Honey Boy, man, I mean, that was it's a very, I don't know, it's I don't know. I think I may have liked You Were Never Really Here just a little bit better.
Whoa,
I think
whoa.
that, yeah, no. I really enjoyed that performance from Joaquin Phoenix. He didn't have to do a whole lot. He never, not to say he doesn't ever do a whole lot, but he does a great job of portraying like just emotion.
Yeah,
He really is a master of his craft. Because I totally bought in to him being somebody who could just go in with a hammer and knock somebody out, kill them.
yeah.
And you know, you just get them with the right side of the hammer, it's going to go right in their head. At the very least, they're down.
It's
You
rough,
know,
man. It's a rough. I'm
yeah.
even like when people get hit, they're stunned, and then they're just like kind of like,
Mhm.
it's like it's a it's a horrible way. But even like it's movies. This is a dark movie, everybody. It's like I think it's one of those only God forgives
Mhm.
type movie where it's kind of rough. It gets really rough when, remember the spoilers, when he finally goes saves the little girl, and you just see that like there's that guy he hits, that he kills, just that dude that's there in the underwear. Like I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, he was just, I was joking around like, oh, he was just, and then the little girl comes on, you're like, I'm like, oh, it's so gross. Like I was like, oh
Yeah.
fuck, this is messed up, man. This is a
Mhm.
messed up. But I mean, it's like that's the part of the movie. But even he doesn't kill the errand boy, right? Like he lets him leave.
No, he lets him go, and then also, and obviously, he doesn't. You know, like we said, spoilers. He doesn't kill the governor. Does he kill the governor's guards? I would
Yeah,
think so, right?
yeah.
Because it almost
Because it's
seems
kind of,
like,
he's like, his path.
and
That's his path. That's what I was thinking. I think it's just the way he destroys
okay,
when he goes. Because even when he fights the
and,
cop, like right away he knows he's got to do that, and it's just like a messy fight. It's a great shot. Like that's another thing about this movie. It's very John Wickish in the sense of how they filmed
mhm,
it. It's very like beautifully shot. So
yeah.
it's a messed up topic, and it's a weird, not a weird angle, but it's just like I don't know. I don't like. It's just it's a mule. Like I was say, is it coyote? No, it's a mule. When they steal girls and they, what is that called? What's the term?
Uh, yeah, it would be a, well, see, a drug mule. It would just be a trafficker, I would think.
Traffic. Trafficking. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's like an everyday thing. It's horrible. It's scary.
yeah.
They'll do that.
That's.
And
I mean, Ashton Kutcher, man, he's one that really is an advocate and pushing for all that stuff to come to light. He's in courts and he's not making movies and stuff. So, just in case you didn't know,
no, I didn't know that.
yeah,
But
he I think he owns a company that goes in and does something similar to this, but probably has more
like
legality
Wayfair,
behind
he owns it Wayfair or what?
it.
See, I don't even know. I don't even know what goes on with these topics. I just read the headlines and I'm like, oh, that's stupid. Like I don't know,
Oh,
maybe.
was that a headline that like people were buying people off of Wayfair? Like they'd have
Yeah, that
like
they're
a,
about to
I think I
show.
remember something like that where it'd be
Yeah, I
like
did.
only
I never
like
read the articles.
$5,000.
Yeah,
No,
like
God
they
knows.
would show up to your house. Like that's a weird conspiracy. Like everything's a conspiracy now. It's like air. Are we really breathing air? It's just like we've
Oh,
all
bro,
kind of.
it's all a simulation, man.
I think it
Look at
is,
us, we're
dude.
talking into computers, man.
I know, but I think we're in a computer that's a computer watching us too. I think, man, it is this the simulated feel, like, dude. It's so apparent now, and everybody talks about it so openly. But I think it is. And I'm starting to learn to play the simulation a little bit. But it's not Mario Brothers, man. It's not dun dun dun. It's more like dun 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 dun. It's like it's just everything's like shoots and ladders where the slide just takes you down. Like that's it.
Yep.
Everything's just like, watch out, you're gonna fall all the way back where you started. It's just
No,
so weird.
don't do
I know, right? Whoa, turn back
that.
around, Wilbur. I the movie is very dark, but it's shot well. It's well told, as in the sense of like I mean, even the way he does things, it's just very like household items kind of shit, where
Mhm.
he just kind of he's a lethal weapon. It took me a minute to realize because the way he was doing things, like cleaning the clothes in the beginning, I was like, wait, is he killing the girls? Is this? And then I had to remember, I was like, oh no, he's saving them.
Yeah.
But even like that, that was sucked up when that guy's son, Angel's son, saw him. Like, what
Hmm.
does that mean? Like, how did he lose business? Like, why is he? He's just. And it just
Because
shows you.
he saw him going into his mother's house that way, and that is in fact how his mother got killed. They got with Angel and the father and were like, "Hey, where does this guy live?" And they're like, "Oh, he's here." So ultimately,
Sure.
that that scene happening did in fact get his mother killed. But I mean, if you're up against a governor, I mean, he probably was fucked from Jump Street. Let's be real.
Yeah,
It really
dude.
matter if Angel hadn't given him up, then his handler would have, maybe, I don't know, but his handler, dude, he looked like he got tore up. His hands were just a mess.
Yeah.
Uh,
dude dude, how
but
does it that's a kind of, how many of those people do you think actually do exist, like just a regular traumatized veteran that is just like a gun for hire, and like there's, because like that'd be weird. You just open your door one day and there's just a guy there sent because you pissed off somebody online, so they pay somebody to
yeah.
go kick your, like that kind of I feel like that shit could happen. Like, I'll kick that guy's ass, give me his address, $5,000, and then they do that, like that's just kind of
Mhm.
weird. Like, but how many people do you think actually do that? Like,
Ah,
I think it's a
I
number. I don't know. I don't think they're badasses. Like, I don't think they're all gonna leave. Like, I just
no,
think
I
like,
don't know. I don't. That's a good question. I would say probably about 1% of people, if I had to put a
yeah,
number to it, or
yeah.
1% of people here in the U.S.
I just
Like
think
it would probably be less than that, because
that
even that's a pretty
it's
pretty big number.
he plays like a really distraught character. I mean, I suffer from PTSD, but even the way he does it, like putting the bag over his head and all this shit, I'm like, okay,
Hmm.
I don't do that. I just do sad. I get sad. Look, it's me. Yeah, I'm sad. Look, I'm sad. It's like,
What did you think about his little scene with the hitman who killed his mom?
I mean, like I said, the movie's like very like poetic in a way.
Do do you think that he was imagining this guy, like, at all? Like, do you think any of that was in his head?
Oh, man,
Like
I don't
him
know.
singing and stuff like that?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It is kind
Because I
of
mean, why would
trippy.
why would that other guy start singing? I mean, he knows he's dead, and why? Especially if he's crawling around like that. I don't
Yeah,
know, and just holding his
yeah,
hand and everything like that. I mean, it was very poetic, and it seemed like a very, I don't know, wholesome in a very fucked up kind of way.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
but
yeah. I don't know if it is happening because it is slightly off. Maybe. I like that angle. I do like that angle better if I think about it like that. Like when I'm watching it and I'm telling
just
myself,
and the only reason it comes up is because the end, where you see him, like, you see him shoot himself, and then everybody's acting normal, and you're just like, what the fuck is
but also
this?
also too, this is like another character like the Joker, where I mean, what Joker was, what, 2016? Like, I don't remember.
2018, I think.
2018. So he's like, so
Yeah,
he's playing these two kind of characters back to back, and they're kind of, the Joker is very crazy, and it's like, why is he taking these roles on? Why is Joaquin Phoenix really like I think for him, like, this is an extreme role. This is a
yeah.
crazy. I mean, I could also see like Edward Norton
Like you
playing this
said, I
role.
mean, this is almost like his John Wick. I mean, even look at the poster; it looks similar to John Wick if John Wick had a hammer.
This is true.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh my
You
God, you're
know?
absolutely right. This is like a John Wick poster. And
Yeah.
instead of Joaquin Phoenix, it's Keanu Reeves. Have you seen Keanu,
Exactly.
the Jordan Peele and Michael Keaton movie?
I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I
I need to
haven't seen
watch
it all the
it.
way through.
I was skimming through something and it said Keanu, and I was like, oh, I want to watch that. But yeah, I haven't seen it yet. We didn't watch it. But what do you call it? No, I think this movie, man. Let's talk about it. Let's get a little bit deeper. I think it's super dark. Like I said, Joaquin Phoenix is like, I mean, even like in the trailer or the little clip it has for the thumbnail for the trailer, like he looks all like distraught and just messed up. And it's
Yeah.
like, he's probably like in his mid 50s, 55 or something in this movie, this character. So it's like, there's a lot of guys I've seen at bars that are just kind of like that they want to fight because they're just like ex Marines or something.
And could you
Uh,
imagine that girl too? Like all the shit she's seen
yeah,
in
well,
that little span. I mean, at this point, she's gonna be just as fucked up as he is.
yeah, made it in North America, premiere in the Spotlight category of the Sundance Film Festival in Park City, Utah, January 21st, 2018. This film is an adaptation of American author Jonathan Ames' 2013 novella of the same name. Why is it called that anyways? You were never really
What's
here.
that?
Because he's kind of like a whisperer, he's like an assassin kind of thing.
I would think it's just like he is trying to leave no trace of himself. You're never really here.
According to
You.
the sorry,
Oh no, continue.
according to the director Lynn Ramsey, the scene where Joaquin Phoenix's character lies down on the floor next to the agent and begins singing was improvised by Joaquin Phoenix. So, well, maybe
Yeah,
it's like the first thing on the kind of guess it's more of a reality then. The film was submitted to Cannes Film Festival in an unfinished state and was completed only a few days before the first public screening. Lynn Ramsey subsequently said that the version shown in Cannes was unfinished. Oh, gotta get it done, right?
damn,
That means you gotta get shown. This film is, sorry, critics deemed it too strong, a strong contender for the prestigious Palme d'Or award. I don't know what that is. Let's see. The lake scene is reminiscent of the end of the "I'm Still Here." Phoenix also had a very thick beard for that film, increasing the similarity of visuals. "I'm Still Here." That's the other one. So he's had two movies
yeah,
with the. So we could have done "I'm Still Here" and "You Were Never Really Here" together, and we could
yep,
have done "Honey Boy" and "Peanut Butter Falcon" together, and I thought that would have been great. But I think
could
these movies,
have,
but these two movies are
but
really good because they have a lot of mental health in them, and I really, I'm a big advocate for that. And the film opens in Cincinnati, Ohio, and it has a few characters with the last name of Voto. Joey Voto plays first base for the Cincinnati Reds. But it's like I mean, it does talk about mental health and like PTSD shows like what a battered person goes through, and how they deal with things and how I don't know the fact that he's very I don't know how to say this the scenes are kind of they're not gross or sick, but the fact that they bring you into that kind of world, it's like it shows you what he's doing, prepping himself, or is he trying to kill himself? Like he is trying to kill himself, right? But he can't go through with the suffocating.
with the plastic bag, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that would be my guess. Or it's like a hyperventilation kind of thing, like that calms him.
That too, or yeah, that is
Yeah,
a thing.
I mean, he's been doing it since he was a kid, but I don't think he's. It's not necessarily to kill himself. I wouldn't think.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's see. For for what I would think, like, yeah, probably right. I don't know. He's not masturbating or
Well,
anything. He's just
are you? Yeah, I was about to say like you're thinking like asphyxiation or something. Like,
yeah. He's David Carradine. He's just going on the belt, putting the belt around your
hey
neck.
man, a way to go. A way to go. A way to
That's a
come.
man. That's a that's a man's way
Uh,
out. Squeeze it, grip it, and grip it. Um, I mean, dude, this movie like there's not like it's not like there's not a lot of scenes that really stick out that are like oh you need to see it. I think you just need to watch it and take it for what it is. And as it's unveiling in front of your eyes and it's going, and you're seeing a lot
and
of the. I can't find my notes. I had a lot of notes on it. I put on
what's
on a card.
crazy is it's a very violent movie, but very little violence do you see.
Yes.
You know,
Oh, you didn't
like
even hear
it's
it at one
and
point.
yeah, no, and you just get that bird's eye view of what's happening. I thought that was always cool with both whenever he's at the governor's mansion, and then whenever he's going to that house the first time, you just see the cameras going back and forth and back and
Yeah.
forth.
Even when they should.
I like that, but it was like I said, it was very very disorienting, almost
I just I
making
like
you pay
that.
attention.
I like that about it. I like seeing the camera through the camera, but you're right. It does get a little redundant, but it's cool though. I think I feel like because you don't you could it really brings you in the room. Like it really shows like like it's a weird. I mean they're close ups, but I liked it. I like that movie. But it's like I said, it's well made. Even like when he's laying on his back and he's choking that guy out, he snaps his neck,
Mhm.
and you're looking up and you're seeing him through the window, and you don't even hear the mirror. You don't even hear anything. You don't hear anything. It's
Mhm.
it's so cool. Like it's a different type of movie, different styles. Not it's only 5 years old, going on 6. It's not too bad. Um, I mean, I don't have a whole lot to talk about this movie because you gotta it's real simple, straightforward. It's just
Yep.
it's a really rip it and grip it kind of thing. Like just bite your teeth and get through the scenes. But it's not. But you're right. It's like it. I was gonna call this a horror movie, but now after talking about you, it feels like an art house cinema for me. Like
Oh yeah, 100%.
yeah, I
Both
feel like
these
it's
movies
more.
do.
Oh yeah, definitely. The Honey Boy definitely has like the independent.
Like that
Um,
neon feel to the whole movie, everything like that. Like just being outside that motel. I'm at the scene right now where he's watching his dad's like rodeo clown tape,
oh yeah,
and
dude.
yeah,
Let's
he
talk about Honey
just
Boy.
all right.
Yeah, I like. I mean, I saw Peanut Butter Falcon at the theater, and then when they said this one's coming out, I wanted to watch it too. And I can't believe I really watched it. I've been meaning to watch it, but god dang, Shia LaBeouf just steals, man. His acting is so amazing. Like he's portraying
Yeah.
his dad, and it's like, dude, I don't even know if I could do that. But
I
yeah,
I don't know who his dad is, but he nailed it.
yeah.
No, man, it was very convincing. It was a very he felt that role, and obviously him being a writer really kind of shines through this role. I mean, you honestly, I don't even see Shia LaBeouf whenever I see that character.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
had not from the moment he came on screen. I was like, no, that's not Shia LaBeouf. Otis is Shia LaBeouf all day. Like, and obviously that's kind of the that's where we're going. It's obviously not a one for one. It's a fictionalized version of Shia LaBeouf's semi autobiographical movie.
yeah. Of
Um,
him and his father.
but
It's
a
a great
lot
relationship
a
movie,
lot of
dude.
similarities. Yeah. Oh yeah, man, it really is, and just working through your trauma. It's something you got to work on. I mean, I love what is it, Martin Starr? I think he's a repeat offender.
Repeat
He's like
offender.
yeah, I think he's what like a camp counselor or something like that. He's like, what? Have you just tried going and screaming in the woods? And I was
I
just
think,
like,
yeah.
that's
For
yeah,
people that do need to do that release, I will say that one of the first things you got to be careful though. One of the first times I really felt bottled up, and I had to. I was like 21, and I remember seeing something where from ways where they yelled in the pillows. So I just started doing it. I yelled in the pillows, and it felt so good. Like I just did it. I did it one day where I just yelled like ah, I yelled in the pillow in my living room as loud as I could. And you don't want to hurt your throat, but I mean, it feels good to get that out. And when I saw him do that, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that release. Like that first time, just kind of really getting out. Because now I do it's just kind of like, yeah, whatever. But really, when he
yeah.
does it, like it's really, really out there. But yeah, Martin Starr's a repeat offender, and Shia LaBeouf's a repeat offender, and
Yep.
so is what was it? Joaquin Phoenix, repeat offender. But that's
Walking
it. That's
Phoenix.
it for the movie. You were never really here. That's the only repeat offender, right?
Um, I feel like, but very well. Let's see here. Let's do a little digging.
Dude,
But
I didn't
no,
even.
while I'm doing that, man, like yeah, this both these movies are just awesome, man. Like the reason I think I like You Were Never Really Here a little bit more is just because it was I don't know. I think that as far as the disorienting factor goes, I was really into that. Like I really liked the way it was shot. I thought it was very well done. Uh, even him taking his mom, just I'm assuming that was. Are they in New York? Do we ever?
That I thought they're in L.A.
Are
Well,
they?
I don't
Is it
know.
L.A.?
I thought it was L.A. I was thinking that they're in L.A.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know actually. I
either
think
way, whenever he gets her taken care of and puts her down the drain and everything, or the train, at the bottom of the lake and all that. Like I thought that was very well done. That whole scene, man. Like it was just it was a nice movie to watch. It's as crazy as it was. It
which one,
was.
Honey Boy
It was.
or the You Were Never
No, no,
Here?
no. You were never really
I
here.
it has action feel to it too. It has bits of action in it. So
Hmm.
I could see that part. The Honey Boy is just it's kind of a sad story. And
Yeah.
unless you were part of it or you've been around like domestic violence or if you had a rough childhood or I mean parenting is just so damn hard. Like I don't I think dude I don't know what to say anymore. I have no opinion on parenting. Like once I became a dad, like it was easy, and then it got hard, and that's getting harder. Like
Hmm.
the more you're like me, the harder it's gonna be. I thought it was supposed to be easier, but no, man. My kid's a lot of energy, and I thought I had a lot of energy, but man, he's a extrovert, and I'm an introvert, so we're learning to get along and learning to figure it out. But man, it is really really hard. But even trying to do like showbiz and like he kept this kid prepped, you know. It's like I think about that like that's the precious times you have to be with your child, you know, from that age, you know, 12, 13, 14. That's a very very important time for a child, especially for a young boy, you know, to kind of be impressioned and take things in. The internet is the internet. Like a lot of people are worried about what the people are going to come across and see. I'm like, nah, it's what reality shows me, you know. And so like if I see a lot of what I'm trying to say is if I see like a lot of trends or whatever on the internet or in real life, it doesn't really bother me. But what bothers me is it's just like people intervening with kids, and you know, I just it's a different lifestyle. He's an actor, young actor. You know, he's a young, and his dad is like he wants his life. You know, he told him I'd be you. Like, you know how
Hmm.
hard it was to write that shit? Do you realize how hard it had to be to write down that your father said, shit, if I get a chance, I'd be you? Like, this is like Shia LaBeouf as a little boy and his dad. So he's just playing his dad because he knows his dad the best. And he didn't, and I was reading the trivia, and he hadn't talked to his dad for 7 years before they did this movie. So it's kind of like, shit, dude. Like, and even at the end of it, when you go back, when he sees his dad there, and he sees him just like being himself, he's finally a clown all the time. Like, you know, his dad it's just 10 years. And that's another thing. It's only a 10-year jump. That's it. It's not even that
Yep.
big. So he goes from 12 to 22. But it's like with a 10-year acting career, that's a big thing, you know? Like you can milk that shit for a long time. And the fact that he was a young actor and the kid does a great job. How do you say his name? Noah Jupe or
Yeah, I
his
would. I think it's true.
Jupe? Yeah, because he's a great actor too. The scene, I mean, damn, that chick's really hot. The scene he's with her, I was like, you know, it's like, wow, you know, it's like, but even like that, even you know, his dad was trying to like holler at her and she was like, ah, daddy. But,
She was
you know,
like,
he's,
she got the hell out of there. She's like,
even like being like your dad, I mean, playing his dad is like, you know, just, it's a crazy thing for me to see that he was around him so much. He knows how to, you know, be him. And right now I'm looking at the actors and actresses and I didn't realize that Natasha Lyonne was the mom. I didn't even realize, so I'm reading it right here.
really?
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Oh,
I
damn.
another is a Clifton Collins Jr. He plays Tom, the big brother,
Oh,
and
yeah, he's a repeat offender,
a repeat offender.
isn't he?
And I
I'm
thought
pretty sure.
I what's up,
Isn't he a repeat offender? I feel like he's been in something before.
man? He's pretty sure he has been. What has he been in? Let's find out real quick. What do you watch that he's in?
Yeah, I'm
Um,
looking it up right now.
you'll catch it. But I was saying is I just knew when he was gonna throw him in the water, I knew he was
Yep.
gonna do that at the pool. Like I
As
knew he was
soon
gonna do
as they
that.
got there.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
was like, I have a feeling he's gonna throw him in the water. Let's see, what would he be in? I'm pretty sure if we have had him on before, but even like the whole the trust that the father and the son have, where he goes go he gives go to go to the restroom and smoke, you know, like the smoking the cigarettes thing. I mean, that's a bad habit. So you know,
Especially his. How old is he in whenever he's younger? Like 13, 10,
well he's 12 in the movie.
12?
Yeah,
Super Troopers True to Bus Driver.
there you
So
go. Got him.
it was a small one, but there it is.
You know what? I'm looking at our views. A lot of these haven't been growing. I gotta grow the channel a little bit. But where is man? There's a lot. Let's like it's kind of funny. We get like pops here and there. But I was gonna look at our what was it? The one the Goofy movie. If it's not
Oh, Goofy
69,
movie, yeah.
it's gotta be more. Where is it? It's gotta be more. It's been at 69 forever. Oh, it's at 81 now. Nice,
Oh,
nice. That's
nice.
the leader. You're about to break a
That's
hundo.
been like a it's been a whole 2 years worth of work right there.
Yeah, dude.
Almost got those 100 views.
I was looking at a lot of stuff. Yeah, like it's already gonna be a year that we have keep going. I mean, it sucks that
Oh
we've had to
man.
take breaks, man. Like, you know,
Yeah.
when I wasn't working a full time job, it was easier, and now you have like it's our schedule. But it's cool. Like, let's take a break from the movies. It was cool. Like I was like, man, we've been doing this, and we're still got the chain going, and it is demanding though, right? Like to kind of like
Oh
you know
yeah.
because the time goes by fast. So then you start working, it's just like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Like mine's more like my work day basically is Thursday. So it's like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like I hit it hard Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then Sunday I kind of chill. And then oh, look at that. This guy. And then Monday is a work day, and Tuesday and then Wednesday I chill. So it's kind of a weird, like I have like this split kind of like where it just ramps up then goes down, ramps up then goes down, where some people have like the 2 days off somewhere during the week, like they'll have like Monday, Wednesday, or I'm sorry, Monday, Tuesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, or something like that. But they won't have the weekend off. Like I do it. Mine's a little different. I do the. I don't know why I'm explaining that, but having that schedule and doing the show, it's kind of rough because it's not, it's also like I want to say that getting through like the 2020 like bullshit was like hard. Like and we got this, but this is a cool show that I gotta say we're gonna hit 2023 a little bit harder. To figure out a schedule, but. Oh man, like this movie, like Honey Boy, is very inspiring for me. But also just to see like the relationship with my son and the way I see him. I saw Shia like play his dad as like as cold, cold hearted as he could. Like and when I say that, I mean like he's like I'm gonna portray this guy, and he's always like hitting on women too. Like really, like he's a clown, like he was just like flirty and funny, and he could do it. Like he gets him doing the juggling, the socks. Like I would love to teach my son that to do, just to teach that, just to know how to juggle. It'd be fun.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
100%. It's interesting, man. Normally, yeah. Well, all right. So right now we're watching a TV show called Shameless. So he has a big Frank Gallagher feel to him, of just
Oh
like
yeah,
somebody
yeah.
who always wants, and then as soon as you need something, they're like, whoa, whoa, man, I don't know you shit.
They just take, take,
Uh,
take, take, take.
yep.
Dude, when the scene, oh man, I'm gonna throw my parents down, and I'm from a divorced family too, but the scene where he gets in the fight with the mom on the phone, with the Shia,
Oh,
the
and then he
son.
has to like act it out and stuff
Yeah,
like. Well, I guess he doesn't
I
have to, but he does a good job
he does.
there.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I started tearing up. Like this is the first movie I kind of got up and walked away from the. I didn't walk out, but I just like got up and I was like, oh, it's gonna get rough. That and like when his dad hit him, I was like, oh, you only got hit twice, and those open hand palms, like that's not bad. And I was like,
Yeah.
like watching all that shit. It was a little bit rough, but I mean, it's a good watch. I like it. Like I like it a lot just because of the whole like Shia writing and acting. He didn't direct either, so that's a cool
Hmm.
that's a cool bit that he could have been like, I'm gonna direct this myself, but no, he got someone else's vision. Like it was a great movie. I'm pretty sure it won a few awards. And Peanut Butter Falcon was an amazing movie, but
Yeah,
I,
I still haven't seen that one, but I've heard great things.
oh yeah, it's a great movie. But even like I mean even the cover, the poster for this movie like says it all. Like that. And after you see the movie, and then like he calls him his honey boy. He's like, I'm your biggest fan. I'm your cheerleader. Like I love that part where he's like, he's just there helping him out. And then he even goes to the AA and he's like, y'all are just bullshitting each other. And then when he talks, he says, I woke up a sex offender. And he said like he's being real honest. Like he doesn't know, but now he's like a thing. And then at the end when he's talking to his dad and he's telling, he's put it in his face like it's like ouch, like shit. Like I don't know. He got wild. He got out of it. He got out of control. This movie has like a genuinely like ouch, like around every corner you think something bad's gonna happen, but it's
Hmm.
not that bad. Um, have you seen the movie The Florida Project?
No, I haven't.
It's got a vibe like this. I think they came out around the same time. It kind of has the vibe. Um, but man, I really enjoy. I don't know. I think Shia was able to revive his career or revive himself with these movies, and this is a great role. But I don't know. I think I like this one more than You Were Never Really Here. But now talking about You Were Never Really Here really makes me feel like it's a good movie. Like they're both good movies. Um,
Right. Do you think that one day we will have a movie about this movie getting made?
I don't know. That would be kind of cool.
I mean, just seeing how the trajectory of film is kind of going. I mean, you it's so interesting. I mean, what Shia LaBeouf is, probably in between our ages. He's probably what like 35,
Yeah,
somewhere
but
in there.
split the difference. Yeah.
Yeah, and so shit, I think I gave you a year, maybe like 34. That'll really split the difference. Uh, no, man, I think it's just so interesting that he already kind of like has, like I said, by no means is this a autobiography or anything like that, but it's just you definitely feel, oh man, this is his life. It's just different names. It's almost
Yeah,
like he wrote a book called Honey Boy, and they were like, we got to make this into a movie. That was almost how it felt. Um, but oh man, it was yeah, it's a very interesting movie. The dynamic between the father and son and everything like that. Just you feel you see James telling Otis all the time, "Man, I love you. Yeah, I'm
yeah.
your biggest fan." And then as
That's,
soon as as soon as Otis is like, "Hey, man, I need you to kind of be accountable," he's like, "No, to hell with you." Like he's a terrible person. And he keeps on saying, "I'm 4 years sober,"
yeah.
and then all this stuff. So, but sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, no, no. I'm listening to you. So I was looking at the scene right now. But no, you're right, dude. Like I don't necessarily a horrible person, but I see like he's in his own world. He's selfish for sure.
Mhm.
But as in like he wants to make
He's
it.
yeah. He doesn't. He if he is riding off his son's back and literally his like making his. He wants his son's money. What can you do for me?
Um,
That's what he's looking at Otis. That's what I get anyway.
yeah.
But
I think no. I think the fact that it's like it's because it didn't really show how he got there. They're just there, you know. It's kind of like a glimpse or a slice of life. So we don't know, like, did his father get him there? But he's just there, and he's very comfortable around everybody. And he does like even the scene where his dad's like child labor laws, man, child labor laws. Like, he's like, no, fuck that. I'll be the bad guy. I don't care. Like that's
yeah,
and his son was like, I'm really getting into it. Like it's kind of weird. Like I mean, if Maxwell was a young actor doing that, I'd step into, but also I wouldn't want him to resent me. But I'd look at it like, all right, are they really getting stuff out of it? Because you know, I'll be making more movies by then, so I'll be like, look, I'm putting you in stuff, so don't worry about it. Like, don't go to anybody else's set, stay on mine. Um, he's he's already like too much, man. He's too ahead of me. Like I'm not having trouble keeping up with him. I'm having trouble stop getting beat up by him. Life is funny. Life is a big old haha f you. I love you and hate you at the same time, and I feel that from this movie. I love you and hate you at
yeah.
the same time. I don't know. It doesn't hit like it's like it sucks watching it, but like it doesn't hit a home for me because my dad wasn't really like you need to be this and that. I don't know. He was more of like a just stay out of my way kind of thing. But I don't know. He wasn't really hands on. And when you watch a movie like that and you see a dad that is hands on, and like the Big Brother thing is another thing that I wasn't aware of that Shia LaBeouf did, and that's like I don't know. I had a buddy that did that, and then he always felt bad because the kid just needed a hug, and he was always buying him things, and it wasn't making him happy. It was more just spending time, and he was it was hurting him more. Where he was like, "Oh man, I feel bad because this is only temporary, and this kid really needs a friend. I'm his only friend." I was like, "Well, keep buying him shit, you know."
Yeah. Oh man.
I don't know. It just, dude, this movie's deep.
Yeah.
Um, like I think, I mean, if you're a Shia LaBeouf fan, definitely gotta watch it. But even if you're just like you want to see like what would this be? Not teen
This is a
acting.
coming of age story.
Yeah, this is definitely coming of age.
In both stages of his life. It's a coming of age story whenever he's younger and a coming of age story whenever he's older. So you get to see two different timelines. I do enjoy that too, that they can jump back and forth and it not
Yeah,
not feel too scattered or too overwhelming. It was well done that way too. Like it balances the two out fairly evenly. You do get more. It feels like of the um, oh the younger version, but
yeah.
Yeah,
what did you think about what's his name, Lucas Hedges' portrayal of Otis, the 22-year-old?
I thought he did great. Like I said, I really I bought into the whole idea that this is Shia LaBeouf's life, and so I just pictured him as Shia LaBeouf. And honestly, like from say YouTube videos or just mannerisms, I felt like he did a very good job, kind of mimicking Shia LaBeouf as well. And I'm sure it would be a little if you
Yeah,
saw him on set every day. Oh, I wouldn't even know if you saw him on set.
because
It's
he's
kind of an
very, but he's
assumption.
also he's the Shia LaBeouf of like the emotion, the energy, the yelling, the screaming, the
Yeah,
frustration, the when he figures
like
out his
whenever he's
PTSD.
outside smoking and
Yeah,
he's smoking outside with his buddy and he just starts laughing, like that kind of stuff, just
Y- yeah, like, and he's fed up, man. I feel like I get like that too, where it's just it's like it's usually a family member that annoys me or frustrates me, and I'm just like, God, just leave me alone. But it's one thing when you're younger, as you get older, it's like you're still doing it. Why? It's just like to me, like it's just like trigger like emotion things, and you just have to learn how to cope with them and learn how to just like whatever, just learn to just be like they're just like that. That's what they are. And but I enjoy like what do you call it? Self exploration, I guess, like figuring out who you are. Like, and then even if it's like expressing yourself through a medium, painting, writing, music, poetry, movie. I like the way he came. Like it's like he's showing what he's learned too. Like he's showing his profession. Like the writing's amazing in this. You
mhm.
know, with the jumps from like you were saying. There's a lot of water in this movie. There's a lot of the scenes with waters. I wonder if that means anything.
Hmm.
But I will tell you this, that on the trivia for this movie, dude, they shot it like in 19 days.
Really,
Yeah, they shot this movie fast.
it's impressive,
Yeah, I don't think Shia
honestly.
liked that. I don't think he liked looking like his dad that long.
Mm. He's like, we're gonna get this over with.
Is
Yeah, this is top listed as Honey Boy.
that for Shia? Yeah, this film was
Yeah,
filmed. This movie was filmed in 19 days. Shia's mother, Shina, was on set every day, and then Shia and Martin Starr worked together on Freaks and Geeks. Oh, I forgot he's on that. Premiered at Sundance Film Festival 2019 and the Eccles Theater in Park City, Utah. This is the second time Shia LaBeouf has played a movie with the word honey in the title. This is the other thing. Check this out. Shia's height is 5'9". His father is 6'3". So this was a smaller version of his dad.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Damn,
saying?
that'd be
Like,
pretty intimidating. Yeah.
yeah, like I never like I'm bigger than my dad. Like I tower over my dad. Um, but like, you know, I want to fight him. Like I wouldn't want to fight him like now or like when he was 40. I want to fight him in his prime. When he was, when he was real shit, like 24 or something like that. Like right when he had me, 24, and I'll be like 28 or something. 28 was a good muscular year for me. Yeah, like, it's like it's just like I don't know, having to step up to your dad is like I don't know. It's a thing I guess if men have to go through or I don't know. It's I think we should be there should be a certain your mentor and your peers person you look up to because I did hear a quote a while back and I really like that your parents are your first like friends.
Mhm.
So kind of like want that, but at a certain point, like when 18, 20, whatever, there's like okay, we're buddies, but we're not friends. We're not like hey Jim, we're not like that. But
Yeah, no, it's different than no, I totally know what you mean. Like
and check,
standing up to,
yeah, yeah, well,
finally kind of getting the 2 cents in when you know you're right.
when you're like I got you. Well, I don't know. I,
Yep.
I I gotta deal with a bunch of freaking family members that bring up weird topics, so I just kind of have to learn to get rid of those topics. Like, okay, I get it. Um, but what else was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm trying to think of this movie for like a lot of the part because even like the kissing and the holding each other, like they needed that for each other. Like it wasn't
Mhm.
necessarily like a sexual thing, like
Mhm.
like I'm here to like groom you or take it. It was more like oh we're both in like messed up scenarios. We have both like messed up lives. Look what we're lived like this, and I feel like that's where they were kind of like there's a connection there, where him and what's the actress what's her name Oh man, I'm all the way over here. This real quick. The her name because there's Shy
Yeah,
Girl in the show in the movie, but the actress is FKA Twigs. So I guess that
Twigs.
yeah Twigs, but she does like a great job as of as in like taking care of like that innocence. Like I was trying to say, she plays it really like smooth and really subtle, and
Hmm.
I think that's what I liked about her show. But what do you think about that? About them like holding each other and hugging in the scene? There was no sexual kind of tension there other than a little kiss. But what do you think about that?
I thought it was just him getting comfort that he's just looking for. Like his mom's not around. I mean, she's hugging on him and making him feel loved, and that's what he was looking for. It wasn't necessarily looking for anything sexual or anything like that. And I
Yeah.
definitely don't get that vibe. Um, I gotta say, it's crazy that she is. Let's see here. Right now, she is 34.
Oh
That
wow.
actress is, and well, let's see. Oh no, older than that. Because let's see here. 2008 plus. Oh shit! Wait, no, before. Okay,
Wait, are you doing math, Ben?
I'm doing math, and so
Oh,
she
she
was
was born.
30 in
So
2008.
yeah. So she was. What do you
Oh
call it?
wait, no, that was
1988.
terrible, terrible
So
math,
so
terrible math.
she's 4 years younger than me.
2018.
So 2018. What is that? 4 years ago, I was
Excuse me,
34. So she was 30.
30. Was
Yeah, she
that
was.
okay? Yeah, yeah,
So she
that
was 30.
makes
She
sense.
played the role probably of a what 13-year-old,
I
14 year
would,
old,
I would say like 16,
16,
15,
16.
16.
Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry. He's 12. So she'd be about
yeah.
16 years old. Yeah.
Because you definitely see that age difference. Like, there's definitely an age difference there, and
Dude.
just in the
Yeah.
what she's wearing and everything. So
Dude, the Stacy Dash from Clueless. Dude, she was they're all how old was she? She was 28 when she played a high school chick. Or yeah, something
yeah.
like that. Like I don't think she was 38, but I think she was 28. So like they were all like close to like 19 and 20.
And then look at Greece. I mean, but they all looked like they were in their 40s.
Why
Uh,
how's the Grease age?
oh, dude, they were like in their 30s and like mid 30s whenever they were
When they
playing
were
high
playing high school
schoolers.
kids?
Yeah, dude, and they had like it was crazy. They did not look like high schoolers at all.
I've
Like
seen
going
Grease,
back
it's
and
been a
watching that,
long
I'm just,
time. I'm not a
dude,
big Grease
no,
watcher.
like it pops on occasion. Let's
Yeah.
see here if we can find any
John
pictures from Greece.
Travolta dancing.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
yeah, we gotta
Grease
get to
lightning,
Yeah,
make
when
it
you get back,
clean.
when you get back,
Mm.
we either gotta do those or we gotta do a Travolta. I love Face Off, man, and then
Oh yeah,
Phenomenon's a good one
Cajun
too.
Travolta.
Well,
Yeah,
we did
very.
Michael, so
Yeah, we have.
but we
I want to see that Nicolas Cage movie, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
oh, I
I'm
think we could
waiting
come
for
back
it
to
to
that
come
one.
to. I'm waiting for it to come to streaming because as soon as it does, that and Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Those are two that I'm. Every week I'm looking like, oh, is this finally streaming on a new platform? Oh, where is it?
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right.
So
I need to watch that one too. It kind of gets like that where you have to wait, and you can wait a little bit and you just watch the movie because it's like movies are like boom, 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 that's it, and then like there you go,
yeah,
put them in their drift and see how long they float. It's weird now. Like it's up to like we're like us talking about these movies is kind of keeping us a little bit. Oh, Clerks is at 36 views. One more views and we'll be at 37
in a row.
in a row, dude. Oh man, I love that movie, man. Like Clerks 2 is oh Clerks 3. I can't wait till you watch it.
No,
Like
man.
you've seen the first two, and you've seen the other movies, and you've seen Reboot. You're gonna love it. Like it's nice. The Austin screenings have sold out, and the VIP tickets, and the Dallas one. I think they had to add another screening because Dallas was like watching getting all the tickets. So our shows are growing.
Dang,
And then that's what I'm
dang.
saying. I want to see how this movie ages a little bit more because, uh, like these movies are slowly a little bit connected in a way. Like I said,
Yeah,
PTSD, mental health, but then also to how connection with family. Joe with his mother, and then Otis with his dad. and you see the connection, you see the way they work, you see the way they are, and there's like a love there, you know. Man, even when his mom's showering, that was a weird with him with the knife, playing with the knife. I was like, what the? Yeah, yeah, like I don't know, it's kind of weird, you know, like watching that.
I think that's bringing some of that Joaquin Phoenix humor. I think he improvises a lot, especially whenever he plays like very traumatized people.
Yeah,
If he just improvised that scene where he was singing with that guy that he shot on the floor, I can imagine there's a few things in that movie that he improvised as well.
yeah,
That
go
I would
wild,
guess that would be one of them.
go wild, man, go wild. Um, yeah, no, yeah, this is, man, I just like I thought it was gonna be like a one off for me, but I think I'm gonna rewatch it again because I definitely want to rewatch Honey Boy and pick up a lot of different things. I even like
Oh
the
yeah,
boy has the rooster because he even he's proud of that chicken or that rooster that could do that trick. He taught him something. It's like at least
hmm
James, you'll know he'll put effort into things that he cares about, the chicken, his son. Like uh, it is also too entertainment, man. It's like it's a weird. I just now I think about it, like having a big brother and then being an actor, being famous like that. It's got to be a little. It's got a totally different life.
yeah. It's like and then his dad. I mean, I can understand where James has a problem with that, especially somebody who's like being an aspiring actor. You're like, oh, you want to be his big brother? Oh yeah, you wanna get in on some of my action, huh, bud? Like he
Yeah,
thinks I feel I don't even feel like it's a threat of oh this is my son, I'm his father. I think that has a little bit to do with it, but more of like you're encroaching on my territory because Tom's not a he doesn't he'll talk mad shit about Tom when Tom's not there. But
yeah,
as long as he doesn't see Tom, he doesn't have any problems. He's not gonna go out of his way to mess with
yeah.
Tom.
But he does. I mean, he throws him in the pool. So I
Yeah,
think.
but Tom came to him. Tom
Well, I mean, they invited. Well,
Tom
he invited him there.
yeah,
So you know what I
and
mean?
he
Like, so that
came.
that was his intention. Like, he's gonna do something to show him. Like, look, man. And it's kind of like you knew he was gonna do that, but that's like, man, that's like a real
Mhm.
story. Like Shia LaBeouf's dad actually did that. Imagine the six foot
Yeah,
three monster guy being all night friendly and then just picks you up and throws you in the pool. Like,
right. Oh, dude, no, that would be well, and also, what's funny? Him yelling in the woods, that reminded me of that video he did where just do it.
just do
I feel
it.
like I feel like he made that video a little bit after this, after this like
Yeah,
time in his
I
life
want to
after he
know
was
what
over.
movie he does the clapping. What movie that's from?
Oh,
Uh,
it's not from a movie. It's from a theater production about Shia LaBeouf. Have you not seen the Shia LaBeouf? Uh,
I think we talked
oh,
about this before.
yeah. If all right, if you haven't, you know what? We got time. You should pull it up and we should watch it.
What is it?
It's let's see here. You just go to YouTube.
Okay.
All right. And once you're to YouTube, you just type in Shia LaBeouf song. Oh, just type in Shia LaBeouf, and then if song pops up, click on it.
Song.
If not, all right, and then you're gonna scroll down. It's not the Willow Smith "You're a Stranger." It's the
Yeah.
one where there's like a paper mache guy's face. Just click on that, and then if
Paper
you feel so
mache
inclined, we
guy's
could.
face. Oh yeah, yeah. I
You
see it
see
here.
that?
All right. All
Rob
right. Let's see.
Cantor. Yeah.
Let's see.
All of
Rob
three
Cantor.
minutes
Who's
and
that?
28 seconds. That's I guess who directed it.
This guy right here.
At Vistaprint, we can get
Oh,
your
let's
brand into
see.
your
We got
customers' hands, or their heads, or their
print
backs.
ads. Yeah.
Hey,
All right. So
all
let's.
right.
You're walking in the woods. There's no one around and your phone is
Can you hear
dead.
it?
Out of the corner of your eye, you spot him.
Uh-huh. I've
He's
seen it.
following you, about 30
You have
feet
seen this?
back.
Yeah, I
He
think
gets
you
down
have.
on all fours and breaks
I
into
remember
a
this.
sprint. He's gaining on you.
Shia LaBeouf.
So this is actually the only thing is from.
You're
this.
looking for your
This is from
car,
this.
but you're all turned
I believe-
around.
Yeah.
He's almost upon you now, and you can see there's blood on his face. My God, there's blood everywhere.
Running for your life from Shia LaBeouf. He's brandishing a knife. It's Shia LaBeouf. Lurking in the shadows.
Hey.
Hollywood superstar Shia LaBeouf. Living in the woods. Shia LaBeouf. Killing for sport. Shia LaBeouf.
I gotta tell you, man. I think you might have to do a lot of that.
This is a banger, dude. Yeah,
Now it's dark,
get down to
and
the
you
good stuff.
He's dodging every swipe.
You say?
So get there in the good stuff, right there. You're in it.
Carries to the left,
High
you catch him to the right, you catch him in the neck, you're chopping off his head now. You just decapitated Shia LaBeouf.
His head topples to the floor, expressionless. You fall to your knees and catch your breath. You're finally safe
Wait.
from Shia LaBeouf.
Wait a minute. Just wait. Wait for it. Oh damn. I thought that was where he was like, wait, he isn't dead. Shy surprise.
He's the only one in the theater. That's right.
Yep. Beautiful. Oh, are you talking about that meme where he's like looking up? Is that the one you're talking about? Where he's like, or it was this one?
Which one?
You,
No, it's
you
this
know
one.
the
It was
Shia
this one.
Okay. I love how he sits back down too.
That was this one.
Damn. I thought that was the moment. I thought I was like, wait, he isn't dead. Shy surprise. Oh man, I'm really mad I missed that part. But hey, next time. It's not like I can't play it on my phone if I don't want to.
I know, right? Hold on, okay. So my freaking can I reply to this?
You go for it. Let's see here. Yeah, no, that's the Shia LaBeouf song, and that is just a wonderful song. By the way, I hope if you are watching this, you go and watch that full version. It's worth every minute of your life.
Yeah, I don't know how much we could actually show and stuff, so I don't want to like.
Yeah, no, you're good. I completely understand. I'm
Uh,
just advising.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. I always forget. Like sometimes they let it slide, sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's just whatever mood they're in. You know.
YouTube's gonna flag us for playing something on YouTube.
Yeah, they do that a lot. That's weird, and especially like I don't know. It's not the original content, so it doesn't look like the original video. But I don't know. But I think as we're getting down to the end of the meet and greet of these episodes, I want to say that like I they both cringed me at one point. I was like,
Yeah.
ah, they both got me. I mean, the first one for sure. We saw Honey Boy before, so that one's more of a heartfelt, like, oh, I know. But the other one, I was like, oh, it feels bad. Like people getting hit and beat up. It just feels like you're like, oh man. But that's his weapons. That's his weapon of choice. A Home Depot or a what's it called? True Value hammer. He just
Yep.
pops you in the head with it. Yeah, that's scary.
And
I even like that.
and
I
then,
was
and
saying
then
like,
he's done, and he throws it away. It's very easy to dispose of.
he
So
wasn't
I
really
have a
there.
question with Honey Boy. I'm watching it obviously, and I'm just catching these glimpses. It seems like he has dreams about like going and visiting his dad. Is that
Hmm.
right?
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
that.
And then at the end, he finally does it, and it's real.
I,
And
li-
he
I like
goes
it.
and sees it.
I like it though because when he does that, and he goes to talk to his dad's just there waiting for him, being a clown, like so. Trying
Yep.
to like I don't know, like I feel like his dad was fighting himself in the beginning of the movie, like the first few acts, and then at the end when you see him, he's all happy, and I'm like, oh, it's awesome. His dad found happiness through himself, because there's a point where your kid does grow up and they pass you, or not in like just like in just an age, like they're just they know too much, or it's like did you expose them enough to the right things? Did you take care of them? Did you shelter them? It's like it's crazy how a lot of it. It's a weird thing, man. It's just like my kid like loves like YouTube, but he likes watching little kiddie stuff. And then there's other kids that they watch with, I guess, their older siblings watch, or people around them. It's like adult content all the time, and to me, it's like I'd rather him. I don't know, like when do you grow your kid up, or what do you show them? Like I don't want them to see these
Yeah.
movies. Like these are tough, but this is after you've gone through something, and even if you hadn't gone through something, like just being aware of this is like, oh, this is the thing that happens.
I can tell you that I was exposed to movies, maybe not on this level, but like, I mean, outside, like, I remember my parents didn't like let me watch American Beauty or anything like that, but
Ah,
I did see, this would have been a movie that I could have watched. I think that, maybe probably like 10 or 11 is whenever I started watching them. Just kind of like thinking back and, I watched hell just about anything with my dad if he was watching a movie on Saturday.
That's
I
pretty cool.
was I was there. Yeah.
You
No.
know, like this whole doing all my research on Kevin Smith and getting to know him better and more since we started podcasting. That reminds me a little bit of you and him because he has that connection with his dad. His dad would be like, I need to connect with my son. I'm not making funny, but he's like, what does the fat one like to do? He likes to watch movies. All right, I'm gonna take him to the movies. That's what Kevin Smith says, and it's
Yep.
funny. Like, and that's kind of cool that him and his dad. Not to call you fat or anything, but like that's cool that your dad was like, I gotta put some time into it. Let's watch some movies. You know,
Well,
like
and then and what's crazy is like I don't know whether he enjoyed the movies as much as I did, or like it was just he did because like he would take me to the movies every once in a while. But I mean, like clockwork, man. It was either we were working on Saturday or we were watching a movie on DirecTV,
yeah.
and you know, hell, there for a while we were watching a movie on DirecTV. I mean, that's where I saw Dogma for the first time. Was I had been what 8, 9 years old whenever that came out, or whenever it was on DirecTV. I was probably like 9, 10 years old. So I'm in there like watching it after everybody goes to sleep. I'm like
Yeah.
surfing through because like my dad would get up early too, and he would watch movies. I think by himself, and he would just
Oh, that's
order these
cool,
movies
man. Yeah,
sometimes.
I do that. I do that a lot
And
in the morning.
yeah,
Yeah.
so or I wouldn't catch it, till later on that night. But that was yeah, looking back, I never in that moment, and like, oh wow, he likes movies too. I was just like, that's cool. He's watching movies on Saturday. I like this. This is why don't we
that's
do
cool.
this every Saturday? I love it.
That's awesome, man. You know, it's like I like the 2 weeks. There's 2 days during the week that I really love watching movies. And I mean, right now, like I like watching them in the morning, but like on my phone. But like when I was younger, especially like in like high school or like right out of high school, like like well, I guess I'll go back to high school because I'm just remembering when you say Dogma, I was like, dude, I remember when I saw Dogma House, and but what do you call it? Like I like Friday nights. Like it's something about like a fall Friday night, and like when there was a away football game and I wasn't gonna and there was nothing going on, like I would like watching the movie. And it was also cool too because sometimes like if there's a girl that liked you or something, like she'd come to my house and we'd watch a movie together. But like she'd be like trying to cuddle and stuff, and I'd just be like watching the movie, like this is a good
Yep,
movie. But
this
always
is a
like
great
like
movie.
you said DirecTV. I was like it was like Showtime for me or Cinemax, Skinemax or HBO. But like when in my time frame, like I just God, I remember just like sitting down and just putting a movie on and just watching it because I had one of the first like it got out of the tube. It was right before the flat and plasma screens came out. They had the flat screen. It was the first thing they had, and I had a really nice like I had got like one of the last models of the. It was only like a 24-inch TV. It wasn't even that big, but it was a nice like screen. It was the first like flat and the PS2 came out perfect on it, and like your DVDs with the movies came out perfect on it. And then I just added a little sound surround. So I would just remember watching movies. Like it's weird. I can't do it now because I can't watch a movie. I can't lay on my stomach for that long, or my back will lock up. So like, but I think I've always had that issue like for when I got younger. But when I remember real young, I just sit and watch movies like that on my bed and just
Oh
watch
yeah,
just
can't
watch
do it,
movies.
man. It's my arms. It's like
Yeah,
holding.
yeah.
Yeah,
I used
everything
to be able
feels.
to
I
do that.
get I get lightheaded. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong.
Dude, because also I remember watching because we were watching when you were talking about movies. I remember watching like vampire movies a lot. Like not being like, oh, I love vampire movies, but just some kind of vampire related movies, like Bordello of Blood, Tales from the Crypt, like
Oh,
that
dude, love
movie.
that movie. That
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 movie,
come that would come on like sci-fi and stuff like that,
yeah, like that movie would come on and like so I would watch like something like Dogma, and then I
or
watch
yeah, like
that.
Stars, or yeah,
Yeah, the stars. Yeah,
yeah.
like so, and man, I like see that this is a part of like this is our part of a relationship. I do like with you and I. We do watch movies because, even like I told you, I went to go eat dinner this weekend with Alan and one of his special effects friends, Paul Smith, and they're both older, and he asked me, Paul, goes, so you're in the younger generation. Are movies still going to be a thing? Do people not like? Are people's attention span too small? And I'm like, you know what, man? They're like books nowadays. They're like the new books. Like people are gonna put the time. If you want to talk about a movie, watch a movie. They're gonna be made. People are gonna watch them. Yeah, you're gonna have the little tip talk, the Snapchat, whatever the new thing of that is gonna be a 1 second image that just people love. Instagram, whatever it's gonna be. But people are still gonna want to watch movies. And
Yeah.
I was also thinking that it was going away, but then what I'm seeing and seeing the younger generations, and then Kevin Smith's still going, and people are still making movies. Like it's worth it. These are two good movies. Like I mean, I feel like there could be like, do you think that Otis could grow up to be Joe kind of thing? Like PTSD kind of in a way. But
Yeah, I mean, very, very plausible. But no, I think yeah, no,
he's
that would be a hell of a transition. I know Shia LaBeouf just had a movie called like The Tax Collector
oh oh yeah
come out. I
yeah
think
that where
it
he's all choloed up with the tattoos and stuff.
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
God, man, the
Uh,
memes on the border were going crazy about him when he's doing that.
well,
Like he was all like, I didn't he really get the tattoos?
I don't know. I don't know how many he actually got. Let's see here.
This guy's yeah, he goes real
No,
method.
he ha, ha, ha.
Hmm.
You said he's a method actor.
Method actor. Um, what do you that is funny. A meth head actor. I'm a meth head actor. I'm gonna say it because I practice a lot of method.
Let's see here. We'll go to trivia.
Well,
Film takes place. Shia LaBeouf had his entire chest tattooed in preparation for the role of Creeper, the tax collector. Yep. Damn.
oh,
That
dude,
was
sorry,
that
dude, my
was that
computer
was.
froze.
Oh, can you see me?
Now I can see you now. What'd you say? I don't know. I
I
was
said.
yelling. I hope I wasn't annoying.
Oh no, I didn't hear you. It must have froze. Yeah. No. Shia LaBeouf had his whole chest tattooed.
Oh wow, yeah.
It was legitimate. Oh, and then guess who's in it? Take a while. Guess who's in the tax collector?
Oh, don't tell me, fool. Don't tell me my homeboy nowhere.
Yeah.
Got what Garambino? What's his name? Garambini? Like it's hard.
Hector. It's
Hector. Is
Hector.
it wait, what's his name in the movie? Better
Let's
not be
see here.
Hector. It better not be Hector.
George Lopez is in it. That's cool too. Let's see
Oh
here.
man. But so like when you watch a movie that you saw when you were younger and like because one movie like I enjoyed at the theaters and then I enjoyed watching like
Guess what
what's
it
it
was?
what's his name? Better not be Hector.
Snoopy
Oh, it's stupid, man. Damn, fool. That was
as
gonna be a,
Noel G.
that was
Oh,
gonna be a smiley.
Jimmy Smits is in it too. Damn, this had
Dude,
a
that
killer
Latino actor, man,
cast.
Jimmy Smits. Dude, that's a yeah,
Yeah,
dude. And the mother never signed the waiver. He would be a professional football player, but his mother never signed the waiver. That's true
damn.
story. True story. And there's a
George
lot of like,
Lopez is in this.
dude,
Damn.
I just saw like a clip of one of his stand-ups. I think it's latest stand-ups, and he talks about talking to little white kids and then talking to little Latino kids. And goddamn, it's funny. He's like, I don't want to butcher his joke, but God, you gotta listen to it. I gotta send it to you. It's just like it's funny because I'm just like, oh, it's kind of true. It's pretty off. It's pretty funny. But George Lopez is hilarious. But just when you watch like, well, I remember watching The Mask, and I remember loving it at the theater, and then watching it like on VHS at home, like on a Friday night. I remember just being at home and watching it, and like like I like watched The Crow or something right after it. But damn, my nose is itchy. But but like I don't know. Every time I watch the Mask, like I haven't seen it in a minute, but when I watch The Crow, it always takes me back to that moment. And I feel like when I ever
Yeah.
watch The Mask, do you have any movies like that are like, oh, it brings me back?
Yeah, no, I have a couple. Shrek, that's definitely one. Kind of takes me back to the moment. Dogma, like I mentioned numerous times, that one always kind of takes me back to where I was. Ratatouille, I can tell you what I was doing whenever I watched that one. The first time. Let's see here.
Dude, there's a movie
Yeah,
that when
there's a couple like going to the movie theater and watching them with somebody, maybe like a girl I liked or a girl I had a crush on or something like that. I went and saw Wall-E with this girl one time. Uh, and I went and saw Dude, I had this girl I had a crush on. She worked at a movie theater, but it was like a town and a half, two towns away,
Two Towns
right?
Escaped Away.
Two towns. And I went over there and watched Legion. Uh,
Like we did here.
yeah, and man, live that was something else. And then I remember too, whenever that right before on the previews it had like the Crazies with Timothy Olyphant,
Yeah.
that remake. That was one of the uh, was one of the trailers, and it had that song. I find it kind of funny. I find it kind of sad. I think that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like a
yeah,
Donnie
yeah. No, yeah,
Darko,
I know what you're
right?
talking about. Yeah, yeah.
And so I had that song. I was like, "Oof, man, that's just creepy." Like, it's interesting whenever you have a trailer that kind of sticks with you like that. Like that one does. Dude, there was one when we went and saw Nope. It was called Smile. The trailer for that, hated it. Don't want to see that movie at all.
Okay.
It's a scary movie. I don't really. I saw somebody. I was like, they saw it. They're like, yeah, it was okay.
Dude,
But
there's a movie coming out right now called Terrifier 2, and apparently people are passing out in the theater, and they're actually like they're walking out theater like passing out, like they've had to call EMS a few times, ambulance to the movie theaters for these people, and then the creator Damien Leone, he keeps posting it about. He's like, oh yes, another one. Like he's happy, like people are passing out in his movie. He's like more. But got to hang out with that guy for a week and just hear high and by conversations. Really, really cool guy, down to earth, fucking pretty cool experience. But
pretty cool.
I there's also like I was trying to remember right now. There is a female friend I used to hang out with that we'd go. She was like watching the movies, and man, I remember she was like hot, and we used to watch like a bunch of sequels like Fast and Furious 2, Saw 2. What other movies did we see? Sixth Sense 2. No, we saw a lot of like we saw like I think I can't remember the other two, but we saw like sequels in a row. And then we just go watch the movies, and just happened to be sequels. And I think Hangover 2 might have been one of them. I don't remember, but like I remember like every time we go, and I just remember these movies now. Like, well, I wish I remembered, but I just remember the first two because I know we like mess around. So I was like, oh, I always remember those movies. Like, she was like, well, we watched the movie theater, and she's like, "Oh, let's go hang out at my place." I was like, "Wait, let's watch another movie." Yeah, it's just like I'm always like, "This is cool." Watch the movie. I don't know. I watch movies by myself all the time, and now it's like I have my son, so I get to take him. But he did watch Jurassic World Dominion, so he was able to stick to that. And that's a longer movie too. And now it's on what Peacock, or
Peacock.
it's on the Peacock right now.
Peacock. Yep.
I've watched half of it, and it's like the extended version or the director's cut, and it's way better. I mean, it's not way better, but it adds better
Yeah,
story.
no, I thought so too because that's the one I watched originally. I was like, this wasn't too bad. Like I
Yeah,
felt like they did a decent job
you didn't watch the
of getting
theater
from
version?
one. No, I hadn't.
Okay, I saw a theatrical version. It skips out a lot of the story, and
Yeah,
it's kind of like it's more of a jump cut action movie, where this version is like, oh wow, they took out the little subtleties parts of it, the parts
I
that you
think
love.
what was it like whenever that farm got attacked by all the locusts and everything like that, and
That's the
then
same. That was the
oh,
same.
it's the same.
But it's like the Paris were off. Spoiler alert. The scene where they give you like more of a background on the hunters, on what they're doing, and like how Owen is more in tapped with more things. You miss out on like I know it's only half of it I've seen, but it's added a lot of the more like maybe 90 minutes. But I'm not 90 minutes. I'm sorry. It's like where I'm at is only at 90 minutes. There's still probably another like 40 minutes ago. But it's good. Like I liked it better, but it's adding more to the story. It's like I'm like this is what I wanted to watch. Like even like some of the dinosaur death scenes are a little bit longer or they're a little bit more graphic, and I was like, all right, cool. But it you gotta have a story.
Oh, I
You
like the
got
way it starts too. The how it starts in like the
the movie theater,
way
the
back.
private.
Yeah, well, way back in the day, like it doesn't
Oh,
start
they
like
attack
in the
each other.
dress
Yeah,
scare. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I mean the Giganotosaurus
And then you
is.
have the mosquito come through. Like, okay.
Dude, I want to buy. I found one on replica one. I want to get one for like collectors. Like I want to get that. Sorry, I'm like falling asleep already. We should get. We're
No,
almost
no,
done.
you're good. You're good.
We're almost done. We
Let's.
got. But I want to get that replica mosquito from Jurassic Park. I've seen it online. I want to get one. But let's rate these movies because I do have a rating. Ben, what are you thinking about for You Were Never Really Here? Well, you know what? Let's do the online
Yeah.
stuff.
Let's
All
let's
right.
figure out. Okay, so fun little fact. What we're doing here these last couple weeks, we have been doing streaming movies. So specifically streaming to uh that platform. So we start off with Netflix with The Gray Man and
Man from
The Man
Toronto.
from Toronto. Yep. And then we went from there. We went to Hulu where we watched Prey. and Boss Level,
Boss
which
Level.
were great, man. It was really cool. Both those movies were. And that brought us here to Honey Boy and You Were Never Really Here, which is going to be on Amazon Prime. So, yeah.
Sorry, my context. Yeah, so we're here at these movies. We're at this intersection, and we're looking at rating a movie. Let's get the IMDb rating for You Were Never Really Here. All right, here we go. Everybody, hang in there, and we're gonna do the Ben Hameen guess. Let's do the guess
Yeah.
first. Let's do the guess because I actually don't. How much do you think it made? Because I on the Wikipedia, it doesn't say the.
Did it? So You Were Never Really Here. Did it have a theatrical run?
I think so. Sorry, my context just got real blurry. It says distributed United Kingdom, Amazon Studios. No, it did, but it made a box office. It made 9.4 million, so it made some money.
Okay,
But
but how much did it cost?
I
How
don't know. It
much did
doesn't
it
say
cost to
here.
make?
It doesn't
Oh,
say
it
here.
doesn't. It doesn't
No,
say on Wikipedia.
no, it doesn't. But Honey Boy does say. You want
Okay,
to guess how
what
much
do
Honey
I?
Boy? Remember, it was
Honey
shot. It was shot in
Boy,
19 days. Independent movie.
20 million.
Low budget independent movie.
15.
Lower.
5.
A little bit lower.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, Shia LaBeouf didn't get paid for this. This was his. This is like $2 million.
3.5 and the box office was 3.4, so it almost recovered. It broke even, but
Wow, that is
yeah.
impressive. And because I mean, these were available on Amazon Prime same day. This
Yeah.
wasn't like they had a theatrical run. That's impressive. 3.4 and wow. I would like to know how many theaters that screened in too,
Probably like
because I
only
bet you it'd
200 or
be
something.
yeah, it was probably a limited release, but
Yeah.
it's yeah, no, this wow, okay. That's really cool. So IMDb rating for You Were Never Here was what?
IMDb rating for You Were Never Really Here, 2017, rated R, 1 hour 29 minutes. It is a 6.8 out of 10 with 119,000 votes.
All right. So over here on Rotten Tomatoes, we have a certified fresh 89% tomato meter score out of 288 reviews, a 64% on an audience score with 500 or 5,000 plus ratings. Critics' consensus over here is bracingly elevated by a typically committed lead performance from Joaquin Phoenix. You Were Never Really Here confirms writer director Lynn Ramsey is one of modern cinema's most unique and uncompromising voices. So that's what we got over here. Let's move on to Honey Boy.
Honey Boy, man, wait, you said it got a 89 for
89 from critics and a 67 from fans.
let's talk about that real quick. The critics almost gave this an A.
Yep.
Wow. They like it. They like it. They like it a lot.
Yeah. No, I
And
think the style of how it is shot is
yeah.
what's gonna. A lot of critics are gonna they want those films that are jarring, and they kind of make them like, oh, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, you're right.
If they don't want that cookie cutter story. They don't want to get from okay, we're A to B to C, and
Yeah,
that's
you're
how we
right.
got there.
This is a wild
So
ride.
if this is a wild white ride, you don't know which way you're going, and yeah, it's like a conspiracy story mixed in with you know um, John Wick mixed with
Kind of.
Man on Fire.
Yeah.
Like it.
Yeah, it is.
It
Yeah.
was like a combination of all three of those melded together with the Joaquin Phoenix with a badass beard. So
Yeah, crazy look, dude. But all right, let's go to Honey Boy. Honey Boy, 2019, rated R, 1 hour 34 minutes, 7.2 out of 10 with 38,000 votes.
So over here on Rotten Tomatoes, Honey Boy is a certified fresh. Got two certified fresh. 95% on the tomato meter score out of 238 reviews. And then this one has an audience score of 92% with
Wow.
500 plus verified ratings. Critics' consensus over here is Honey Boy serves as an act of cinematic therapy for a screenwriter and subject, one whose unique perspective should strike a chord in audience from all backgrounds. I forgot the S in both of those. Sorry. But yeah.
I'm actually looking up Honey Boy real quick on Rotten Tomato because it got 92 on both.
95 and 92.
Dude, it got an A, so it was a double A.
Yep, double A for Honey Boy.
Oh,
They probably
man.
gave a little bit of love to old Shia LaBeouf. Like, oh my God, you went through that? You're one of us.
Yeah, you're different.
That's crazy. You lived in a hotel with your dad? That's crazy. Wow, you've overcome so much adversity.
Yeah, because it's only
And
238.
we'll give it to him. That seemed like it'd be a little bit rough, but
Oh yeah,
no,
95 though. That's
I
almost a
could see people.
damn near perfect score. 92. I mean, I like this movie a lot, so we'll get to rating it. I guess I'll go first because it's gonna be super easy. I'm gonna give it a 12, just for everything. I would say it's almost a 13 for me, but it's a 12. I like Honey Boy a lot.
Yeah, Honey Boy for me is going to get an 11. It was good. I really enjoyed it. I could see myself watching this again and enjoying it just as much. It's
Yeah,
kind of like one of those movies you dive into and you're just like hoping to come out different on the other side, you know?
yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's one of those feel good movies that makes you feel like shit. It's great. No, Honey Boy is going
Feel
to get
good
an
movie that
11
make you
from
feel
me.
like shit.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, Honey Boy gets an 11 for me, so that must mean that You Were Never Really Here got a 12. Uh, yeah, definitely a 12 for
It's
You Were
12
Never Really Here.
for you.
For me,
Yeah, I gave it an 11.
yeah.
Yeah, I
I
think.
it was I enjoy, like I said, I can't get over how cool it was to see like little to no violence. You know, there was violence, there was gore and everything in the movie, but it wasn't overstated. It wasn't like the driving force of the story.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like with John Wick, that's just a action. There's no, it's like okay, listen, I'm gonna fuck you up. You got levels to work through. Let's get
yeah,
it. This one is like you win. You're done, and then something very wrong happens, and then you have to figure out what's going on there.
yeah,
And so it wasn't just like a cookie cutter movie. Uh, I like that aspect of it. It almost like you got to tell almost two stories. Like, oh, okay, great, he saved the girl, and then now you get to see how he's going to figure out what's going on here.
yeah,
And the ending is not very satisfying. I like that. Uh, it's just like, oh, what are you going to do now? And that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. That's the end of the story. Like we
yeah,
got to this point. You don't have to imagine the rest. There's not going to be a sequel, but
yeah, yeah,
figure it out. I like that. It's not all wrapped up nice and neat. It's a very, like I said, very jarring ending as well. Where
yeah.
you see the scene where he takes the gun, shoots himself, blood goes everywhere, and you're just like, oh shit, that actually happened. And it's just like him
Hey, who
with
was
his
the
head
guy
on the
that gets
table.
shot? Who was the guy that gets shot in the head? That knocks on the door and he opens it. Who was the guy that gets shot when he
Was
fights the
when was that?
cop? Right when he steals the girl, he's at the hotel waiting for somebody. The knock on the door. The guy opens the door. It's a guy, but then the other guy shoots him in the head, and that blood gets on his face. Who was that guy that got shot in the head?
Oh, that was the guy at the front desk.
Oh, that was the guy at the front desk. So he was just
Yeah,
doing his
it
job.
was it was just somebody who they were like, "Hey, will you open up for me?" That was kind of what it was. Like he wouldn't have opened up for anybody else.
Oh man,
Uh,
so that guy just got killed doing his job.
yeah,
That sucks, dude. We gotta talk
essentially.
about that. No,
Yeah,
but you don't like,
yeah.
huh?
Oh, nothing. That was just that. Yeah, like I said, that whole little conspiracy was crazy, and they were able to wrap it up to
I
an
think
extent there.
that's what this movie gets. I was gonna give it a 10, but then like the John Wick portion of it where it really like makes the movie pop. Like it's an 11 for me.
Mhm.
I mean, I enjoy it. Like everything you said right now was very well spoken. So I was like, I'll just go piggyback what Ben just said. That's really nice. This is
Ditto.
yeah, yeah, ditto. That's it. That's what I'm gonna say. But where Honey Boy for me, it's like I enjoyed that a little bit more just because it's kind of a piece of life. Somebody's like took their piece of their brain and shared it with us with their emotion and everything. And I mean, he put it together, he wrote it, he probably produced it. It's like it's awesome that he's part of this. Like he shared it with us. So I don't know. I pat my back to I pat the Shadow's back and give him a high five because he's going like even he's dealing with his mental health here. He's like he didn't know he had PTSD. He was trying to fight it, and then it's like but he's all at 22. He's got all that and it's kind of hard for him trying to figure it out. But I give a Honey Boy 12, and You Were Never Really Here 11, and
I gave the opposite.
I
Flip
think
whatever you said. Flip it.
flip it. 11, 12,
Flip it.
12, 11.
12,
Well,
11.
you're gonna be you're gonna be out for a couple of weeks. I'm gonna see if I can find somebody, but maybe not. We might wait till you get back, Ben. But I did want to do this with you, but you're not gonna be here, so I'm gonna see if you want to go down this road. Fright Night, 1985. Here, I'll just go ahead and talk about it real quick. Let's see. It's a remake. Fright Night,
We
1985.
could definitely do that regardless of when we come back.
And Fright Night 1985, rated R, 1 hour 46 minutes. Fantasy horror. A teenager discovers that the newcomer in his neighborhood is a vampire, so he turns to an actor in a television horror show for help dealing with the undead. Director Tom Holland, writer Tom Holland, stars Chris Sarandon, William Ragsdale, and Amanda Bears. Oh yeah, man, that'd be awesome. We could do it, and then we do it with Fright Night, same title, 2011, rated R, 1 hour 46 minutes. Comedy horror. This is called a comedy. When a nice neighbor moves in next door, Charlie discovers that he is an ancient vampire who preys on the community. Can he save the neighborhood from the creature with the help of the famous vampire killer Peter Vincent? Director Craig Gillespie, writers Marty Noxon, and Tom Holland. Story stars Antoine Yelch, Colin Farrell, and David Tennant. Dude, I really like this movie a lot. Like I love both these movies, but I like the 2011. A lot of people hate the 2011 one. I like it.
Okay.
But I'm gonna see. I'll see if I can. I mean, I was gonna try to see if I could get 2 horror movies in, but we'll get you back. What, the first week of November, second week of November, something like that.
Somewhere in there. Yep.
Somewhere. So it's just a few. It's not 2. It'll only be like 3 episodes.
Just a couple weeks. Yeah.
Couple weeks.
But yeah.
But we'll see. But this was a good episode to just kind of go by and just kind of talk about it. But yeah, we're getting close to that hundo. It's a little bit harder to get to, but we'll get that. We're 24 episodes away from 100. And when we get to number 100, we're going to actually release episode number 1. No, episode number 1 has not been released yet. So it'll be released when we get to episode 100. So technically, these all have been off by 1. But episode 1 is actually 2.
At 99, we'll release
100.
98.
Or
And then 97 will be 88. We'll come back to 62. Don't worry.
Yeah, Ben, what are you going to be for Halloween?
A respectable human being.
Respectable. So something he's not. 364 days out of the year.
But on Halloween.
On Halloween, he's the opposite. My son's going to be Mr. Bean. He likes Mr. Bean, the animated series, the cartoon.
I like it.
I was going to be Teddy. I
Uh-huh.
was going to be a giant teddy bear, but he doesn't want me to be Teddy anymore. So I got to find something else to be. I'm thinking Mickey Rourke. I'll be Mickey Rourke. That'd be kind of crazy. I was like,
break your nose.
break your face.
Yeah.
But all right.
Let's see here. I'll think of something. I'll get back to you.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
You could be something from Jurassic Park. Didn't
Be
say
a
the magic
raptor.
word. Oh yeah. Be a raptor.
uh.
I put candy in my mouth. So rude of me. I'm picking up all the. Oh, dude, I'm gonna actually have to do a video on this.
Phantoms.
You know why, right?
No.
You can't see who's on the cover.
I mean, there's quite a few though. There's Lee Schreiber. There's Ben Affleck. Rose McGowan.
Rose McGowan and Peter O'Toole. But we know it's Affleck. You know, in 2001, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. You know, Jay says, "Yo, Affleck, you're the bomb in Phantoms." Remember that? I watched this
Yeah.
movie again recently, and I think I can explain how Ben Affleck is the bomb in Phantoms.
How?
Oh no, I mean I'm gonna have to do a video. It's like a long explanation,
Oh,
but I think I could figure it
okay.
out. The show, there's certain things he does in the movie where I'm like, oh okay. I'm starting to think more about his character, and I'm like, this is Dean Koontz movie too, so it's kind of popular. All right,
Dean Koontz.
Dean Koontz. He's always available at the airports. But this has been 90 minutes. Let's everybody take a little pause. We may or may not. I may see you next week or not with someone else, or just wait for Ben. It's gonna be 3 weeks. It's
Yep.
nothing.
And I will see you on the other side of October.
All right. Well, happy Halloween, Ben. And I'm pretty sure I
Happy
talked to you before that.
Halloween.
All right, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Thank you for listening to
Peace
Side by Side.
out.
Peace. And I hit